Manor Lords is the passion project of 7 years of a single dev by the name Slavic Magic. At launch, this game is still in early access, and the dev assures fans more updates and content will be coming. Slavic, of course, estimates another year or two for full development. Manor Lords is a strategy game that allows you to experience the life of a medieval lord, grow your starting village into a bustling city, manage resources and production chains, and expand your lands through conquest. In Manor Lords, you guessed it, you get to live the life of an aspiring medieval lord. You start out with a small village, and you can watch it turn into a testament of your leadership and skill as a lord. In order to grow your settlement, you have to learn about resources and production chains, food and fuel upkeep, and population and jobs. One of the key points of this game is the historical cues it takes from 14th century Franconia. The game uses organic city building, which involves no city plots or grids, so you can plan your settlement based on the landscape and available resources nearby. You build a central marketplace so your settlers are able to get the food, fuel, and clothes they need to survive. Farming is super reliant on soil fertility. Crop rotation plays a huge impact on how much food you will harvest in the later years. Placing hunter and forger huts close to the gathering spots will ensure yields. Placing hunter and forger huts close to the gathering spots will ensure maximum yields. Having your mines near the deposits will have your workers get those precious raw resources you needed for industry. In other city builder games, industry is done in large production buildings. This game took the more historically accurate route, where artisans and craftsmen would have workshops in their backyards. This gives the game a more cozy and personal touch to production chains. Once you master resource management, you will want to get into upgrading your burgage plots and adding backyard extensions. These extensions help you get passive yields of food, which help in an early game. I really recommend vegetables and chicken coops. At level 2, you get your workshops like blacksmiths and breweries, which are essential in the more complicated production chains. The tech tree gives players a chance to have their settlements focus on different industries. Like you can have a farming settlement, a military smithing powerhouse, a trading conglomerate, or a self-sufficient gathering village. Each region will have its independent tech tree, so plan accordingly. The medieval warfare is what makes this game unique compared to other city builders. Popular games like Anno 1800 or City Skyline have the city builder genre almost perfect, but ever felt like it lacked some extra flair? Manor Lords introduces a large-scale battle element similar to the Total War games. Although this isn't the main focus of the game, it does give you a break from the constant loop of production chains. You use conflict to take over neighboring regions to expand your land. So the game definitely reminds you it is a work in progress. For example, late game technologies are still locked or unlabeled in the tech tree. This can be seen in other menus like policies, and the production tab is blank for my playthrough. The game does have its bugs and glitches. For example, one of my oxen died, yet it still took up stable space. All it took was a restart of my game, but it still reminded me of how early access this game really is. In Manor Lords, expanding your empire into new territories should feel more like growing your kingdom rather than starting from scratch each time. A more interconnected system that allows for easier sharing of resources or even families between regions would make each new city feel like a true extension of your realm. Being limited to only 6 militia units can be difficult when you fight against AI. The AI seems to have unlimited treasury for mercenary armies, making it difficult to even contend against them. Some rebalancing can be done here, or being able to produce your own army besides your retinue. In the later game, it feels like you're fighting against impossible numbers, all the while you have to sacrifice your workforce in battle. Having said all that, I think the game has a solid foundation of what it is and what it needs. It's a stunning medieval city builder that knows its strengths and its identity as a game. It doesn't feel like it's trying to be something else. In addition, the game itself is a visual pleasure with how realistic the game feels and looks. From your average peasant to your sworn retinue to the handcrafted settler homes. The game does not skip on the little details, it gives you a grounded medieval world in the 14th century. Slavic Horse keeps a close eye on Reddit forums and accepts all feedback for the game. He has released some info on Reddit forums on what to expect for future updates, like more animal varieties and food sources. This is promising because we have an interesting game concept here with a passionate game dev who plans to deliver more content with later updates. This game has real potential to be up there with some of the greatest city builder games, especially with its RTS flavor added in. I'm keeping an eye on this one. I can't wait what the dev has in store for us. If you enjoyed this game review and want to hear more, please drop a like and a subscribe for more.